Hey folks, well, vlog number 2, hope you enjoyed the first one. Sorry you had to wait a few weeks for the second one, but there hasn't really been any major developments. As you can see, I've been beefing up my social media, but I had a large, concise, what would we call it, legal sort of approach from ARC Arena Racing, backed no less by the GBGB, along with the Jockey Club, the BHA, and the Greyhound Media Group. For some reason, Mark Bird and Rachel Corden have jumped on the bandwagon of this conquest or quest to take my drones out of the air. I don't know what the GBGB's got to do with it, because obviously, as anybody who knows about trading, in-running trading, will know, which is not illegal, that there is no in-running trading on greyhounds. And actually, I'll show you a little clip which you'll see during this, which is a police officer who has been sent out from Corden at Nottingham, I think it was last year, when I was doing the Greyhound Derby, and the officer actually comes out on her instruction, and we know this for a fact because of the Freedom of Information Act, and states that we're streaming it. What if anybody could stream it? I'll let you listen to it and see what you think of it.
Do you mind if I check out what kit you've got? Is that alright?
For what purpose?
Just, we're suspecting you of basically illegally streaming the Greyhound.
First of all, he said they wanted to see your equipment. He's not allowed to do that. And he said we were illegally streaming, which we're not.
There's no law against me flying a drone, is there?
Well, it depends.
1 second.
Okay, let me state one thing then, okay? It depends what the footage that you're using is used for.
Another load of shit that has obviously come from Rachel Corden in the Greyhound Stadium.
Yes, no, I don't know how much you know about it, because you said, right? But let's say that footage is being streamed to people who are then betting and gaining an illegal advantage.
Why is it illegal?
Because everybody knows you cannot bet in running on a Greyhound race.
I do.
Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you will know that Rachel Corden and Bird are involved in a number of groups, we'll say, in the higher echelons of greyhounds. And I don't think that's very good for the sport, especially whenever, if anybody else with a brain was looking inside or looking from the outside to inside, they're going to see that there's a huge conflict of interests in relation to Corden. Why is there a huge conflict of interest? Well, I'm not a very learned person, but I'm not stupid. And how can it be that this person has used funds from the bookmakers that is given to the greyhound industry to do up of a stadium, but how is it possible for her to be in charge of Collick Park and then use money to do up the track and then sell the track to ARC Racing Group Arena, and then she becomes a operations manager or whatever for the 4 tracks that they've got? Where's the fucking money gone? Have we got any idea where that money is? And did or was that money given back into our sport? Did the trainers who were loyal to Nottingham, did they get a share? They must have got a share, because obviously they've contributed to building that entity. Is that not right? Is that not how it happens? I don't know, but there's got to be some serious questions there. And it's my local track. Nottingham is my local track. I've got British bred pups that were born, bred and reared in the fields 15 minutes away from Nottingham Greyhound track. And as an industry, it's a damn shame that they can't run at Nottingham Greyhound track. And to be fair, I've decided now that I'm not going to run them anywhere else. I've tried to run elsewhere and nobody wants to know. I've asked a few trainers, like, if they'll take a couple of them. There's a couple in there that are quite special. Well, I think they're quite special. They've showed quite a lot. And nobody wants to touch them. And that goes back to the fear factor. So, if we can run a sport where trainers are in fear of running a dog which might put the heat on them, then Jesus Christ, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like either North Korea, it's like a communist run sport. It's like the greyhound industry is run by communists. Sorry if I'm doing a bit of scratching, I've just done a bit of a lockdown shave on my head. So, where's the money gone? So, I've looked into obviously bits and pieces, but not extensively. I'm going to use legal action to try and look into that a bit more. And consequently, going back to my legal action, I have tried to go through due process. I have put a complaint into the Greyhound Board of Great Britain. I have not received anything back in the way of a reply, because obviously their assholes are going like that there and they don't know what to do. But it's time that somebody got these corrupt people into a courtroom and asked them some questions. Yeah, my dogs now are... My puppies have just, second litter, have just reached 1 year, 1 month old, and my older dogs are 2 years and 2 months old, and not one of them have ran on a British track yet, and that's disgusting really. But I will not be happy until I'm running on Nottingham track. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, I've been seeing a few posts on different forums, and I've heard about a certain group between owners and that, and they're saying, because I've been posting a few derogatory things about not being able to run, that I'm an anti-greyhounds, that is. Well, I don't know how to respond to that really, than basically just to say that couldn't be further from the truth. And the fact that them particular sheep are satisfied with the product and with what way things are going, with tracks closing, with the same prize money as we had in 1933, the fact that you're not able to get runs for dogs, you've got open racers. What's the point of breeding open racers whenever the likelihood of them opens being available is going to be slim to none? You've got countless collisions at bends on various tracks where the track management is shit. And what will happen, in my mind anyway, is obviously as the amount of money lessens through various things, through affordability of betting, obviously you're going to lose money from that revenue, and with the GBGB obviously not functioning properly, then track maintenance will be less and less. And then what will happen is although it might be good for an A8 dog, an A5, maybe even an A4 dog, by the time you start getting faster dogs, A3 to open class, then you get problems with track management, because fast dogs break legs. Whether you like it or not, a fast dog on a more than fast track will break something. It's just a fact of, what would we call it, physics. But what's happening is not fair, and I believe that people should stand up to things that aren't fair. And the people that orchestrate that unfairness, which are really just a different type of bully, then they should always be, I can't use the word attack, by the way, because I used it in my last vlog and I had a legal letter the next day. But them bullies should be brought down to size, and we should never run away from any fight, I shall say. So we're going to ask some questions, and as I said in my last vlog, my passion for this sport will never dissipate. I love this sport, and anybody calling me an anti, well, I've been called worse. So you can call me what you like, but I will fight for what I believe in, and I will fight to have my dogs running on Nottingham Greyhound track, which is my local track. And let's ruffle a few fellers, let's say, and see where we get to. But if that is detrimental to greyhound racing overall, then I can only apologise to anybody that might be affected by that. I don't mean it in that way. I'm trying to get my dogs running, and if people are settled for what they have at the minute, then I'm sorry, but that's wrong. This sport is going down quickly, as everybody knows, and I don't think ARC, Arena Racing Group, I don't think they really care about the people on the ground. I think their final aim, or final sort of target, is profit, and to sell them courses for housing or whatever they may do in the future. And I don't want that to happen. I want to try and see if we can raise some greyhounds for a bit. If there's anything you'd like to ask me, then please just ask the question in one of the comment boxes in YouTube, and I'll get back to you. If there's anything you'd like me to look into, or anything you'd like to pass on to me that might be helpful, then please do. I'd like to think that I can do a little bit more than other people, and I'll be using my editing skills to shame a few people. I'd like to thank Dave Houghton and his QC, who will be helping us in our quest along with my own QC, and let's see where it goes in terms of a bit of transparency and some answers that people would like to hear. Thanks very much, and I'll speak to you in my next vlog, which won't be long. I promise I will try and get one out every week, but not during Cheltenham, because I'm a bit busy that week. Thanks very much.